Gonna be 308. We'll do 308 first. Yeah, let's. 308's gonna sell by itself. Yep, they're coming. Yep. Everybody knows. Yeah. Yep. Before the slaughter cows. Yep. Okay, we got a little Holstein heifer here. Welcome in, everybody. Selling one here. Here we go. What do you want to be here? It could be 500 here. It could be 5. It could be 300 here. It could be 333. It could be 200. Now 225. 200. It could be 225. It could be 250 here. It could be 275. It could be 300. It could be 325. It could be 350 here. It could be 350 and 375 here. It could be 375. It could be 400. 400, not 425. That'll gonna be 450 here. That'll gonna be 450 and 475. Gonna be 500. 435. That'll gonna be about 480 here. That'll gonna be 480 here. 475. Gonna be 480. 88. That'll gonna be 480. John, you want to be 480? 475. That'll gonna be 480. Where? All in, all in. 480 here. Gonna be 485. That'll gonna be 45. 55. 485. That'll gonna be by the head here. 485. That'll gonna be 45. 55. 40 here. Gonna be 45. All in, all done. Gonna be 480 right there. 230 by or 203 by. 22, 203 on 22, thank you. Just put one in the corner, we'll just sell them. 200 here, gonna be 200 here, gonna be 100 here, gonna be 1, gonna be 1, gonna be 125, 5, gonna be 125, 500 here, gonna be 125, 100 here, gonna be 125, 5, gonna be 100 here, gonna be 125, 100 here, gonna be 125, 5, sold it to you, 100, 203 straight. It's one by one, let's do one by one. A little better one here. You betcha. I think they're all heifers. They should be all heifers. Are they all heifers, right? Heifer? 200, 200, going to be 2, 2, 2 is a nice one here, going to be 200 here, going to be 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 150, 175, 150, going to be 175, going to be 200 here, going to be 2, going to be 2, 2, 2, 175, going to be 200, 225, going to be 250, 250, now 275, going to be 300 here, going to be 275, going to be 333, 275, going to be 333, 280, going to be 285, going to be 285, going to be 290, 295, 295, going to be 300 here. 305, going to be 310, going to be 10, 15 here, 310, 310, going to be 315, going to be 320, now 325, 325, going to be a nice little heifer there, and then going to be 325, 5, 5, 320, 325, all in, all done, sold them 320, 203, 22. Last one here, 100 here, gonna be $50 on it, gonna be 75, 50 here, gonna be 75, 5, gonna be 75, 50 now, 75, 5, 75, all in, all done, sold her 50, 203 straight. £450 to £470 on these three. Yes, yes it is. Oh, we'll just wait. We'll just wait it separate. Yeah. Let's sell all three. We're selling all three. We just got to weigh that one separate. Weaned for about a week and a half. These things are out of a Trinity bull. Nice little Angus feeders here. Here we go. What do you want to put here? $4 about here. What's that? Yeah, they're all from the same place. He's putting one on the neighbor. Here we go. $4 here. Give me 450 pounds to 470 pounds here. Got me 350. 350 here. Got me 325. Got me 325. Got me $3. $3 here. Got me 333. Got me $3 here. Got me 333. 250. 250 here. Got me 2. Got me 250. Do and a hand, little bit do it here, and I'm gonna be do it and a hand, do it and a hand, gonna be 5, do it 7 and a half here, and gonna be 262, and I'm gonna be 235, and I'm gonna be 237 and a half, 237 and a half, $3. Thank you. Now 302 and a half, and I'm gonna be 305, 305, 307 and a half, and I'm gonna be 310, 10, 10, who'd be 312 and a half, and I'm gonna be 312 and a half, gonna be 315 here. Now 315, and I'm gonna be 350, 350, and I'm gonna be 352 and a half, 3, and then I'm gonna be 355, gonna be 357 and a half, gonna be 360 here, 362 and 362 and then I'm gonna be 332 and a half, 360 here, and then I'm gonna be 362 and a half, 360 here, and then I'm gonna be 332 and a half, and then I'm gonna be 332 and a half, and then I'm gonna be 332 and a half. Now 365 here, and then I'm gonna be 337 and a half, and then I'm gonna be 370. Now 372 and a half, 372 and a half, and then I'm gonna be 332 and I'm gonna be 372 and a half, gonna be 375, 5, and then I'm gonna be 375, gonna be 377 and a half here, and then I'm gonna be 377 and a half here, and then I'm gonna be 375, gonna be 377 and a half, 375, and then I'm gonna be 377 and a half. All in, all done, all in, all done. Gonna be 375. Put it on 28. 203 on 28. Thank you. So yeah. Yep. Got a steer here. 333. 425 pounds. $4 here. Be 4. Do it a hand. Same place, same deal. Yep. Little gonna be 4, 2 and a half. Little gonna be 4, 5, 5, and then I'm gonna be 4, 7 and a half. Little 10, 10, 10. Little gonna be 4, 12 and a half. Here, gonna be 4, 15. Little gonna be 4, 17 and a half. 420, 422 to hand, I'm gonna be 422 to hand, I'm gonna be 425, gonna be 427 to hand, I'm gonna be 427 to hand, gonna be 430, now 430, 432 to hand, I'm gonna be 435, 5, I'm gonna be 435, gonna be 437 to hand, gonna be 440, I'm gonna be 440, 442 to hand, gonna be 445, 5, 445, gonna be 447 to hand, 447 to hand, I'm gonna be 450 here, I'm gonna be 450, 447 to hand, I'm gonna be 450 and 452 and a half, 452 to hand, gonna be 455, I'm gonna be 455, 5, 452 to hand, gonna be 455, 5, 452 to hand, gonna be 455, all in all done. Sold at 452 and a half. Put it on 203 buy. 28x. Put her with the 28s. Put him with the 28s. Heifer here. 350 pounds. 350 pounds. Same man's cattle. $4 here. Gonna be 4. Gonna be $4 here. Gonna be 350. 350 here. Gonna be 350. 350 here. Gonna be 350. 350. She's 350 pounds. 350 by the pound. Then I'm gonna be 352 to hand. Then I'm gonna be 352 to half. $4. 4 2 to hand. Then I'm gonna be 4 2 to hand. Then I'm gonna be 405. Gonna be 4 to hand. Then I'm gonna be 410. Gonna be 412 and a half. 415. 417 and a half. Gonna be 420. Gonna be 422 to hand. Gonna be 425. Gonna be 427 and a half. 432 and a half, gonna be 435, gonna be 430 and a half, and 437 and a half, gonna be 440 here, gonna be 442 and a half, 442 and a half, 442 and a half, gonna be 445, 5, gonna be 447 and a half, gonna be 450 here, gonna be 452 and a half, gonna be 455, 457 and a half, 457 and a half, 457 and a half here, gonna be 457 and a half, and don't weigh a whole lot here, gonna be 457 and a half, 455, gonna be 457 and a half, 455, 457 and a half, all in, all done, sold them 455, put it on 203 by 28, 203 by 28. One more look here. 330 is 430 pounds. Nice little black heifer here. Here we go. What do you want to be? Trinity Bowl here. Good breeding stock here. Grow up big here. Gonna be $4 a pound. Gonna be $4 here. Gonna be 4 2 and a half. Gonna be 4 2 and a half. Gonna be 4 2 and a half. Now 405, that'll make it be 407 and a half, 407 and a half, be 410, that'll make it be 412 and a half, that'll make it be 415, that'll make it be 415, 417 and a half, now 420, 420, that'll make it be 420 here, that'll make it be 417 and a half, that'll make it be 420, 20, that'll make it be 20, 417 and a half, 20, 417 and that'll make it be 20, 20, that'll make it be 20, 20, 20, 20, and all done. Sold them 417 and a half, put it on 203 by 28, 203 by 28. Yeah, blocky little steer here. 450 pounds on this guy. 450 pounds. $4 here. Gonna be 4 and a 4, 2 and a half. Gonna be 4, 2 and a half. Gonna be 4 or 5 here. Now 7 and a half. 10. Gonna be 415. Gonna be 417 and a half. Gonna be 420 here, gonna be 422 and a half, gonna be 425. Now 27 and a half here, gonna be 430 here, gonna be 432 and a half, gonna be 435, 437 and a half, 437 and a half, gonna be 440 here, gonna be 442, and gonna be 442 and a half, gonna be 445, gonna be 447 and a half, 450, 452 and a half, gonna be 452 and a half, gonna be 455, gonna be 457 and a half, and gonna be 457 and a half, 455, gonna be 457 and a half, 455, and gonna be 457 and a half, gonna be 457 and a half, 455, and 457 and a half, all in, all done, all in, all done, sold them 455, 203 on 28X. Penner with the 28s. Thank you. This one's going to be a bull. 3 red bulls in here today. Should be around 635-ish pounds, somewhere in there. Here we go. What do you want? 185. Maybe 185. 185. 185. 187 and a half. Maybe 187 and a half. 185. Yep, got him in here. Gonna be 187 and a half. 187 and a half. 185. That'll make it be 187 and a half. And that'll be 185. That'll make it be 187 and a half. And that'll make it be 187 and a half. Let's catch a weight on it a minute. 625. Got 185 here, and then another going to be 187 and a half, another 185, another going to be 187 and a half, another 185, going to be 187 and a half, going to be 190 here, 190 here, now 192 and a half, another going to be 192 and a half, going to be 195, 195 here, going to be 197 and a half, right there, 197 and a half, now 2, now 202 and a half here, another going to be 202 and a half, another $2 here, another going to be 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, now 5 here, going to be 7 and a half, now 7 and a half, 207 and a half here, another going to be 207 and a half, another going to be 210, 10, 10, another going to be 210, 10, 10, 207 and a half, going to be 210, 210, 210 here, now 212 and a half, that'll make it be 212 and a half, that'll make it going to be 212 and a half, 210, that'll make it be 212 and a half, 210, that'll make it be 212 and a half, going to be 212 and a half, 210 here, going to be 212 and a half, I got 210, 212 and a half, all in, all done, 212 and a half, 215, 215, 217 and a half, now 220, that'll make it be 220 here, that'll make it be 220 to 222 and a half, 222 and a half, 222 and a half, sold at 220, your way, Tacho. 600, buyer 600, thank you. Oh, you got Dave. You guys are to each other. Hold on, guys. We'll open it up. Just between you two. Tacho's 220, 222 and a half, 225. Down 220, then going to be 225, 222 and a half. Here, going to be 225. All in, all done. Sold it 222 and a half on 455. I was looking at the other Miller the whole time, Terry, and he had his hands folded. I didn't know, Dave, you were sitting next to him. You want to go to the vet? Get him banded. We'll get him banded. Thank you. Yeah, let's throw him on the scale too. Let's get a chance here. $2 here. Gonna be two, two, two. Gonna be two. Gonna be two, two, two. 185. Gonna be 185. Five. Same ball game here. 185. 187 and a half. 185, little man can be 187 and a half, 185, little man can be 187 and a half, 85, little man can be 187 and a half, 85, going to be 187 and a half, 187 and a half, going to be 190, 192 and a half, little man going to be 192 and a half here, 190 here, going to be 192 and a half, 195, 5, going to be and a half, not $2, 202 and a half, going to be 205, 5, going to be 207 and a half here, going to be 210, 10, going to be 212 and a half, going to be 215, 215, 217 and a half, now 220, little man going to be 222 and a half here, going to be 225, 5, going to be 225, going to be 227 and a half here, 225, little man 226 bill, little man going to be 226 here, going to be 227, going to be 228, 228, 88, little man going to be 227, going to be 228, 88, 227, going to be 228, 227, little man going to be 228, where going to be 228, 88, going to be 229, 99, who to be 229, going to be 230, now 231, 231, little man going to be 232, 22, little man who to be 231, going to be 232, 231 and 2, 231, little man going to be 222, little man who to be 231, going to be 222. Tacho, no playing on this one. Sold it to you 231, 455. 231, same way, thank you. Send it to the vet. Only has one ball. Looks like he's only got one nut. £820 he was a little while ago today. Yeah. Here we go. What do you want to do? It'll be 150 here, and I think he should be around 820 pounds. 820 pounds, got to be 150. 150 here, it'll be 150. It'll be 150. 125. 5. It'll be 125. 5. Gonna be 125. $1. Now $2.50. $1 here, gonna be 102 to half. Gonna be 102 to half. Gonna be 102 to half. $1 here, gonna be 102 to half. $1 here, gonna be 2.5. And gonna be 102 to hand, gonna be 102 to hand, gonna be 102 here, gonna be 102 to half. $1 here, gonna be 102, gonna be 102 to hand, gonna be 102 to half, all in, all done, 2.5, 105, 107 and a half, 110, 110, gonna be 112 and a half, gonna be 115 here, 112 and a half, gonna be 115, 12 and a half, gonna be 115, gonna be 117 and a half here, gonna be 120, and 122 and a half, 122 to hand, gonna be 125, gonna be 127 and a half, gonna be 127 and a half, gonna be 130, 132 and a half, 135, 137 and a half, gonna be 140 here, gonna be 142 and a half, gonna be 145, 47 and a half, 50, 152 and a half, 152 and a half, gonna be 152 and a half, 50 here, gonna be 152 and a half, 50 here, gonna be 152 and a half, all in, all done. Sold at 150, 203 on. 25, 203 on 25, thank you. Look at this big old Angus bull here. Spin him around, send him around. Then we'll catch his weight a minute. 298. Catch a weight on the bull here. Come on, buddy. Is he 2? Bring him back. He's in his prime. Hey, good bull here, good bull here. That could be 180. 180 here. That could be 180 here. be 180, 180, be 175, 175, 175, 170 here, be 170 here, be 171, 170 here, be 171, be 172, 173, be 174, and 175, 176 here, be 176 here, be 177, you're going to be 177, 176, you're going to be 77, 176, 177, all in, all done. Sold at 176, 7 on bulls, 176, 7 on bulls. Yeah, well, yeah, kind of. Different build. Here's a dandy right here. Let's see what he weighs. One more time around. Let's see what he weighs. 299 down there. 299. Come on, buddy. In there, bull. Same ball game. All right, we'll bring him back. Here we go. Good bowl here. Gonna be 180. 180. Now 181. Gonna be 182. Gonna be 182. Gonna be 183. Gonna be 184. Gonna be 184. Gonna be 184. 185. 185. 184. Gonna be 185. 5. Gonna be 186 here. Gonna be 186 here. 185 and a half. Gonna be 186 here. Gonna be 186 here. 85 and a half. 86. 185 and a half. Gonna be 186. 85 and a half. Gonna be 186 here. 185 and a half. Gonna be 186 here. 185 and a half. 6. Sold at 185 and a half. Bulls, 185 and a half, 7 on bulls, 7 on bulls. Thank you. Thanks, fellas, for bringing them in. All right. Buck 50 here. 151. 150 here, gonna be 151, and 151, 150 here, gonna be 151, 151, sold her to you 157 on straight. Buck 45, gonna be 145. 145, 145. Now 6 here. Gonna be 145. Gonna be 146 here. Gonna be 146 here. Gonna be 146. Gonna be 147. Gonna be 147. Gonna be 148 over 147 8. 147. Gonna be 148 8 8 8. Sold it to you 147. Put it on 7 straight. 7 straight. Buck 20 here. Gonna be 110, 110, 10, 10. Gonna be 110, 110, 110, 10, 10. Gonna be $1 here. Gonna be 1. $1, then it'll be 102 and a half. $1 here, then it'll be 102 and a half, then it'll be 105, then it'll be 7 and a half. Gonna be 102 and a half, gonna be 110, 112 and a half, 112 and a half, gonna be 15, 17 and a half, then gonna be 117 and a half here, and then 16, gonna be 117, gonna be 119, 120, and 121, then gonna be 121, gonna be 122, gonna be 123, 124, gonna be 125, 6 here, gonna be 125, then gonna be 126 here, and 127, then gonna sold it to you 126, put it on 203 buy, 4x, oh. Big gal here. $150 on her. Maybe 150. What do you give me? 150. Give me 148. Give me 148. Give me 145. 145. 42. 2. Give me 142. 2. Give me 142. $140. There now 141. 1. Give me 141. 1. Let's see what she weighs, guys. Let's. 18, 13, gonna be 141, gonna be 142, gonna be 142, 143, gonna be 144, 4, gonna be 145, 146, 145 and a half, gonna be 146 here, gonna be 146 and a half, gonna be 146 and a half, gonna be 147, gonna be 147 and a half, 148, 148 and a half, 149, gonna be 149 and a half, gonna be 149 and a half, gonna be 150, 150 and a half, gonna be 150 and a half, 50 and a half, sold her 150 your way, put it on 203 buy, 22. 203 on 21, 203 on. Here we go. Good jersey. $120 here. Be 120. 120. 120. 120. Be 10. 10. 110. Be 110. 10. 10. Be 110. 110, 10, 10, then gonna be $1 here, then gonna be 2.5, then gonna be 1 to 2.5, gonna be 1 to 2.5, now 5, now 7.5 here, then gonna be 1, then gonna be 1 to 2.5, gonna be 110, then gonna be 112.5, gonna be 112.5, 10, gonna be 112, 11, 12, now 13, then gonna be 114 here, who'll be 15 here, and then 14 gonna be 15, 116, gonna be 116, sold her 115, your way, 203, 3x, 3x. 85 here, gonna be 85, 85. What do you give? Let me give you 85. What do you give? 85. 5. What do you give? Let me 85. 85 now 87 and a half. 85 then I'm gonna be 87 and a half. Let me give 85. Then I'm gonna be 87 and a half. Let me give 85. Then I'm gonna be 87 and a half. Who do 85, 86, 87. 88 here, then I'm gonna be 89, gonna be 90 here, then I'm gonna be 90, 90, 91, then I'm gonna be 92, then I'm gonna be 92, then I'm gonna be 93, gonna be 94, who'll be 95, 6 here, 7, now 98, gonna be 99, $1 here, then I'm gonna be 1, 1, who'll be 101, then I'm gonna be 102, 2, then I'm gonna be 103, gonna be 104, 4, who'll be 5 here, gonna be 106. Now 7, 8, 8, now 9, then I'm gonna be 110, 10, 10, then I'm gonna be 11, then I'm gonna be 12, 12, then I'm gonna be 13, then I'm gonna be 114, 15 here, gonna be 116, 117, 116, 117, sold her 116, your way, 203 on 4x, 203 on 4x. Hey, $140 here. Let me give you 140, 40, 40. Let me give you 140. Let me give you 140, 40. Let me give you 135, 136, 135. Let me give you 136 here. 135. Let me give you 136, 7. Let me give you 138, 8, 8. Let me give you 139, 9, 9. Let me give you 139 and 40, 140, 141. Let me give you 142, 2. 141 gonna be 140. Let me give you 142, 2, 2, 2. 141 gonna be 142, 41, 2. Sold her 141 straight, 141, 7 straight. Here we go, $150 here. Let me give you 150, 50, 50. Let me gotta be 150, 150, 50, 50, 50. Let me give you 148 here. Let me give you 140. 146 here. 146, 145. Would you give 146, 47, 147. Gonna be 148, 8, 8, 8. 47 gonna be 148. Sold her 147, 7 straight. 147, 7 straight. Here we go, sweet little cow. $145. Gonna be 145. Little lightweight here, and then gonna be 145. Gonna be 142. 142. 142, 2, 2, and then a little bit, going to be 142, and then a little bit, going to be 142, and then going to be 138, 8, 8, and then going to be 138, who'd have been 138, 135, 135, 5, 5, then going to be 135, 5, 5, 5, 5, buck 25 here, and going to be 125, 26, 27 here, and then going to be 120, and going to be 129, going to be 130 here, 131, then going to be 132, 22, 133, going to be 134, now 5, now 6 here, and then going to be 137, then going to be 138, who'd have been 139, 99, going to be 140, who'd 141, 1, and 142, 143, then going to be 144, then going to be 144, solar to you, 143, put it on 72, 72. Buck 42 here, be 142, be 142, 142, 2, 2, then going to be 140, then going to be 135, 5, 5, then going to be 135. 5, 135, 6 now, 130, then going to be 136 here, then going to be 135, then going to be 136, 135, 136, going to be 137, 77, 138, 139, 140, 141, then going to be 142, 2, 2, 2, then 141, going to be 142, 143, 3, 3, going to be 144, then going to be 144, 4, 4, solar 143, 7 on 2, 143, 7 on 2. Buck 25, lean down, then going to be 125, then going to be 120. Would it get 125, 5, 5, buck 25, buck 25, then going to be 120, then going to be 120. It'll give you 120, who'd be 20, 120, 110, 10, 10, 10, 10, then a lean cow here, then I'm going to be 10, 12 and a half, 110, going to be 12 and a half, 110, then I'm going to be 12 and a half, then I'm going to be 12 and a half, going to be 115 here, anything going to be 115, 115, 12 and a half, going to be 115, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 15, solar 112 and a half, you're away, put it on 203 on, 203 on, 5, 203 on, 5. Buck 45 here. Would it give 145? Would it give 145? 5, 5. Would it give 142? 142 now 3. Then it could be 143, 3, 3. Then it could be 143, 40. Then it could be 143, 3, 3, 42. Then it could be 143, 143. She won 143. Then it could be 144, 4, 4. And then it could be 145, 5, 5. It could be 145, 44 and 5. 144. Then it could be 145, 5, 5. You want to see what she weighs a minute? Sold her to you 144, 7 on straight. 7 on straight. Hey, keep them coming like this here. Let me be 145. Would it let me be 145, 5, 5. Would it let me be 145? Let me be 146 here. What would it 146, 145, 6. What would it let me be 146 here? What would it 146? Then let me be 147, 7. Then let me be 147, 43. Going to be 147, 147, 8, 8, 8, 8. Then let me be 148, 8, 8, 147. Going to be 148. Solar to you 147, 7 straight. 147, 7 straight. Buck 50. Buck 50, 50, 150, 148 here, then going to be 148, 8, 8, then going to be 130, 145, 5, 5, 145, 6, 145, 6, then going to be 146 here, going to be 147, 7, 7, 148, 8, 8, going to be 147, 48, 47, 48, solar 147, 7 straight, 147, 7 straight. Buck 45. Buck 5, 5, 5, then it'll going to be 145, 5, 5, then it'll going to be 142, then it'll going to be 142, 2, 2, 2, 2. Going to be 138 here, and then it's going to be 139, then it's going to be 139, 9, 9, it'll be 139, 140, 140. Now 2, then it's going to be 2, 143, going to be 144, 145, then it's going to be 145, 44, going to be 140, solar to you 144, 7 on 2, 144, 7 on 2. Buck 35 here, 135, give 135, 5, 5, give 135, it'll be 132, 132, 130, 30, 30, it'll give you 130 here, it'll give you 130, 130, it'll be 128, 8, 8, it'll give you 128, it'll be 125, 5, 5, 125, 120, 120, it'll give you 120, 20, 20, let's see her go around here, and then it'll give you 120, 120, it'll give you 120, 20, 20, it'll give you 120, 120. 115 here, and then we're gonna be 110, 110, 110, 110, $1 only gonna be one. It'll be gonna be 185, 85, 87. 85, then I'm gonna be 87 and a half. Then I'm gonna be 85, gonna be 87 and a half. Then I'm gonna be 87 and a half. 86 here, gonna be 87, 88, 88 here. Gonna be 80, I'm gonna be 88, gonna be 89, 89 here, gonna be 90, I'm gonna be 90, 90, 90, 80, gonna be 99, 91. Now 2, 2, 2, gonna be. I'm going to be 94, I'm going to be 95, 6 here, I'm going to be 97, going to be 98, 99, 1. Now 1, I'm going to be 1 here. 1 solar $1, 203 on, 203 on. That can be Two or three on four. Two or three on four. Rugen Hills cleaning house today. Here we go. Gonna be a buck 50, 150 here. Gonna be 150. 140, gonna be 140, gonna be 148, 88, 145, 140. 145, then I'm going to be 2, 2, 2, then I'm going to be 142, 3, 3, then I'm going to be 143, 42, then I'm going to be 143, and 144, and 144, 45, 45, then I'm going to be 146 here, then I'm going to be 147, then I'm going to be 147, then I'm going to be 147, 7, 46 here, I'm going to be 147, 46, 47, all in, all done. Sold her 146, 7 straight. Buck 42, 142. Let's take another good look at her here. See if Junior can get her to grab a gear a little bit. She's in second. Let's put her in third, if you will. Buck 20, 120, gonna be 120, 15, teen, $1, $1 on her, $1 here, gonna be 1, 85, 85, then I'm gonna be 85, thank you, then I'm gonna be 87 and a half, then I'm gonna be 87 and a half, 85, 87 and a half, 87, then I'm gonna be 87 and a half, and then I'm gonna be 87, then I'm gonna be 87 and a half, 86. 87, 88 here, and then going to be 89 here, going to be 89 and 90 here, going to be 90, 91, going to be 92, 92, going to be 93, 94, 95, 6 here, going to be 97, going to be 98 here, going to be 98, going to be 99 here, going to be $1, going to be 1, 1, 1, 1 here, going to be 1, 1, 2, now 2, now 1, 2, going to be 103, then going to be 104, 4, 4, going to be 105, then going to be 106. Here, and then I'm going to be 107, then I'm going to be 108 here, going to be 109, 10, 11, 112, then I'm going to be 13, going to be 14, who to be 15 here, going to be 116, 117, 116, going to be 117, sold her 116, 203 by 4X, 203 on 4X. What do we got here? Buck $1, $1 here, gonna be 1. It'll be 85 cents on it, it'll be 87 and a half, it'll be 85, it'll be 87 and a half, 85, it'll be 87 and a half, 85, gonna be 87 and a half, now 90, now 92, 92 to half, half, 1, 2, 2, 2, gonna be 93, gonna be 94, gonna be 95, 5, gonna be 96 here, gonna be 98, 99, $1, now 101, gonna be 102, 2, gonna be 103, gonna be 104, 105, 5, 6 here, gonna be 107, gonna be 108, 109, who'd be 10, 11 here, gonna be 112, 13, 114, 115, gonna be 116, 117. 119, 120 here, going to be 121, going to be 122, and 123, would get 124, 4, 4, going to be 125, 5, 5, 5, going to be 126 here, 127, 127, going to be 128, 8, 8, going to be 129 here, 120, 129, going to be 131, 1, 1, going to be 131, 1, 32, 2, 2, 31, 32, sold her 131, put it on 203 by 4X. Buck 10 here, going to be 112 and a half, going to be 110, going to be 111, 11. We'll wait for you a minute. Yeah. Yeah, you should do that, Junior. Yeah, right. Yep, I do. No days off. Okay, I think we got 110, bud. 111. 110. Gonna be 111 here. Gonna be 111. 111. Gonna be 112. Gonna be 113. Gonna be 113. Who do we 115, 115, 116, then I'm gonna be 117, then I'm gonna be 116, then I'm gonna be 117, gonna be 118, who does I get? I'm gonna be 119, 118, 119, 120, 121, 120, then I'm gonna be 121, gonna be 122, 22, then I'm gonna be 123, then I'm gonna be 122, then I'm 123, gonna be 124, 4, 4, gonna be 125, 125, 126 here, 120, 120 solar to you, 125, 203 on. Is that gonna be a 4x? 3x. Buck 45 here. 145. What is it? 145. 5. Then we be 142. 42. 2. Then we be 142. Then we be 140. Then we be 140. 40. Then we be 135. 5. 5. 132. 125. 120, then I'm gonna be 120, then I'm gonna be 120, 20, 10, 10, 10, then I'm gonna be 110, 12 and a half, 110, then I'm gonna be 12 and a half, 112 and a half, half, I'm gonna be 112 and a half, 115 here, I'm gonna be 117 and a half, 117 and a half here. Maybe 117 and a half, I'm going to be 120, I'm going to be 122 and a half, I'm going to be 125, 26, 126 here, I'm going to be 127, I'm going to be 120, then I'm going to be 128, 88, I'm going to be 129, here to be 129, going to be 130, 130, then I'm going to be 131, 130, going to be 131, solar to you, 130, 3 by 3, 2 or 3 on 3. Here's a dandy. Buck 50, 150 here, then I'm going to be 150, then I'm going to be 150 here, then I'm going to be 148, 148, 145, 146 now. Gonna be 146 here. Gonna be 146 here. Sold her to you. 145, 7 straight, 7 straight. Can you kick that fan on, Junior, please? What, 50? 50 to go? 980. Let's take another look at her. 65. Another. I'm gonna be 35. I'm gonna be 37 and a half. I'm gonna be 35. I'm gonna be 37 and a half. 35. 37 and a half. 35 here. I'm gonna be 37 and a half. Now 70. Now 72 and a half. Now. I'm gonna be 72 and a half, 71, gonna be 72, 2, I'm gonna be 73, I'm gonna be 73, gonna be 74, gonna be 75, 5, 5, gonna be 75, 76, here, gonna be 77, now 78, now 79, I'm gonna be 79, gonna be 80 here, gonna be 81, I'm gonna be 81, gonna be 82, 22, gonna be 83, I'm gonna be 84, gonna be 85, 5, 5. You're going to be 87, going to be 87, 88, 89, 89, 9, and 90. Now 91, I'm going to be 91, going to be 92, then I'm going to be 93, then I'm going to be 93, 33, going to be 94, going to be 95, I'm going to be 95, 6 here, going to be 97, 98, 99, 199, going to be $1 here, going to be 101, 102, 22, 22, 101, going to be 102, sold to you, 101, put it on, 203 on 4, 203 on 4. Take a good look at her. Probably put one on the ground before. 85, 85 cents on a little bit, I'm going to be 65, 5, I'm going to be 67 and a half, 67, I'm going to be 67 and a half here, 65, 67 and a half, now 70, now 72 and a half, 72 and a half, I'm going to be 72 and a half, going to be 75, 77 and a half, 77, I'm going to be 77 and a half, 77 and a half, going to be 82, 82 and a half, I'm going to be 82 and a half, 82 and a half, 82 and a half, 81, 82. 3, and then I'm going to hit it 84, I'm going to be 85, then I'm going to be 85, 86, here I'm going to be 87, then I'm going to hit it 87, I'm going to be 88, 89, 89, 99, 90, here I'm going to be 91, then I'm going to hit it 91, I'm going to be 92, 93, then I'm going to hit it 93, 94, 95, 96, 95, then I'm going to get 96, solar T 95, on 2 or 3 on 4X, 2 or 3 on 4X, thank you. Buck 30, 130, 130 here, 120, 120, 120, 110, 112 and a half, 110, then going to be 112 and a half, then going to be 112 and a half, then going to be 112 and a half, going to be 111, then going to be 12, 12, going to be 13, 113, 14, 115 here, then going to be 115, going to be 116, going to be 117, going to be 117, 118, 118, 119. Going to be 119 here, 19, 120, going to be 120, going to be 121, 122, 121 and 2, 2, 2, solder 121, 203 by 4X, 3X, 203 on 3X, 3X. Here's a damn nice little jersey. Oh, Cal. Buck 20 here, going to be 120, what is it? 120, going to be 120, 120, 120. Now 120, then I'm going to be 121, 121, then I'm going to be 121, 1, going to be 122, 2, 2, 123, 124, 125, then I'm going to be 126, here I'm going to be 127, 128, going to be 129, 99, 130, 131, 131, then I'll be 131, 130, here I'm going to be 131, 1, solder 130. Put it on the kid. 31, buyer 31. She's just a little dirty. Buck 20. Buck 20 here. 120. What are you going to be 120? Let me be 120, 20, 20, 110, 10, 10. Who let me be 110? Now 12 and a half. 110. Then I'm going to be 112 and a half here. And then I'm going to be 115 here. I'm going to be 117 and a half. Then I'm going to be 15, 17 and a half. 120, 122 and a half. 125. Then I'm going to be 127 and a half. Going to be 130 here. Then I'm going to be 130, 132 and a half. Going to be 135, 137 and a half. Going to be 140, 142 and a half. 145, 146, 47, 147. Going to be 147, 46. 147, 77, you want to do that? 147, 148, 140, then going to be 148, 47, going to be 148, 88, all in, all done, sold at 7, 260, 147, 260. Hey, what do you know here? $1, 85, 85, would it get 85? 65, 67 half, 65, then I'm going to be 87 half, 87, then I'm going to be 87 half, 87, then I'm going to be 87 half, 85, 87 half, and 70, now 72 and a half, now 72, then I'm going to be 75, going to be 75, 77 half, 77 half, 75, 77 half, going to be 80, now 82 and a half, 82 and a half, then I'm going to be 81, going to be 82, 83, 33, going to be 84, going to be 85, 5, 83, 87, going to be 88, 89, now 90, 91, 92, then I'm going to be 93, 93, 95, 96, here, going to be 97, going to be 97, 7, 98, 99, $1, 101, then I'm going to be 101, 101, going to be 102, 22, going to be 103, 104, going to be 105, going to be 105, 5, 6, here, going to be 107, 108, 109, going to be 109, 99, 10, 10, 10, 109, going to be 10, sold at 109, 203, buy, 4X. Buck 20, Buck 20 here, 20, 20, a little bit, give you $1, $1, $1 here, let me give you one, gotta be, give you one, here we go, 85 cents, 85 cents here, and gonna be, let me give you 87 and a half, would give you 87 and a half, 85 would give you 87 and a half, 85 would give you 87 and a half, now 92 and a half, 92 and a half, would give me 92 and a half, gonna be 95, gonna be 97 and a half, 97 and a half, 95, 96 here, gonna be 97, 98, now 98 here, gonna be 99, gonna be $1 here, and gonna be 101, gonna be 102, 22, 22, gonna be 103, 104, 109, 106, 107 here, going to be 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, going to be 112, 12, 12, who to be 12, 13, 114, who to be 14, going to be 115, 116, 117, 118, 118 here, going to be 119, going to be 120, 20, 20, who to be 20, 121, going to be 122, 22, who to be 122, 22, 123, 4, now 4 here, then going to be 125, going to be 126 here, going to be 126 here, 125, 6 here, 127, 126.7 sold deal. 126 on 203 buy. 3x. 203 on 3x. Bring it back. She got an eye going on there. Look ahead. 65, 65, 5, 5, then I'm going to be 35, then I'm going to be 37 and a half, 35, who to be 37 and a half, 35, 37 and a half, 35 here, going to be 37 and a half, 35, 36 here, going to be 37, who to be 38, 8, 8, 8, 8, going to be 38 over here, 39, 9, 9, going to be 70, now 70, now 71, then I'm going to be 72, 2, 2, going to be 72, 71, 72, 73, going to be 74, 4, who to be 74, going to be 76 here, 75, 76, 77, now 78, now 78 here, going to be 79, 79, going to be 80, who to be going to be 80, now 81, going to be 82, going to be 82, 2, 2, 2, 2, 83, 84, 84, and then going to be 85, 5, 5, 86 here, 85, going to be 86 here, who to be 87, and 86 here, going to be 87, sold to 86, 203 on 4, 86, 203, 4. Buck 50 here, $150, 150 here. 150, 150. How about 48 here? And then we're going to be 149, 40, and then we're going to be 149, 99, 40, and then we're going to be 149, 48, 149. Sold her to 7 straight. Buck 35. Leaner cow. They're going to be 100. They're going to be 135. Going to be 135. Going to be 130. 130. 125, 125, 110, 110, 10, 10, then I'm going to be 10, 10, then I'm going to be $1, then I'm going to be 1, 1, 85 cents, 87 and a half, 85, then I'm going to be 87 and a half, then I'm going to be 85, 87 and a half, 85 and a half, half, 86, 87, 87 going to be 88, then I'm going to be 88, 89, high 9, going to be 90 here, and then I'm going to be 91, 92, 2, 2, going to be 93, 94, 94, 5, 6 here, and then I'm going to be 97, going to be 98, and going to be 99 here, going to be $1, $1, 101, and 102, 102, 2, 2, going to be 103, and then going to be 104, going to be 104, going to be 105, going to be 106 here, going to be 107, going to be 108 here, and then going to be 108 here, going to be 110, 110, 11, 112, then I'm going to be 12, 12, 12, going to be 113, going to be 114, then I'm going to be 15 here, going to be 116, going to be 116, going to be 118, 119, 119 here, going to be 120, it'll be 20, and 120. 120, what's older to you? 122, 3 on, 3x. Buck 10 here, it'll be 110, $1, 102 and a half, one of them going to be 102 and a half, and then it'll be 102, and then it'll be 102, then it'll be 102 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, now 5, 7 and a half, now 7 and a half here, and then it'll be 5, and then it'll be 107 and a half. 6 here, going to be 107, going to be 108 here, going to be 109, going to be 110, going to be 10, 11, going to be 12, 12, 12, going to be 12, 113, going to be 114, 115, 16 here, going to be 117, going to be 118, who to be 119 here, going to be 120, now 121, 120, going to be 121, sold her 120 your way, 203 buy, 4, 203 on 4x. 65 here, 85, 5, 5. Let's see what she says. 65, going to be 50 cents on, going to be 45, 5, 5, going to be 45, 47 and a half, 47, going to be 47 and a half, half, 45, going to be 46, 47, 48, 48, going to be 49, 9, going to be 50, 51, going to be 82, going to be 52, 22, going to be 53, going to be 54, now 55, going to be 56 here, and then I'm going to be 56 here, 57, 7, 7, 56 here, going to be 57, sold to 56, 2, 3 on 4, 2, 3 on 4. Hey, how about a buck 145, 145, and 146. Another good Roger Block. 45, 46 here. Another 145, going to be 146 here. 145, going to be 146. Solder 145. Your way, 7 straight. What's that? Yep, RJ. Roger John Block, I would imagine. Or Roger and Jackie Block is what it is. Roger and Jackie. RJ. What's that? Yeah, he did. Here we go. 145, 5, 5. Gonna be 146, gonna be 146, 145, 6 here, and 145, then gonna be 146 here, and 145, then gonna be 146 here, 47, 147, 8, 148, then gonna be 147, gonna be 148 here, 147, 72, 147, 72. Buck 42, gonna be 142, 142, 143, 3, then gonna be 143, 42, 3, 42, then gonna be 143, 3, 3, 4, then gonna be 142, then gonna be 143, 3, 3, 143. You bought her 142, 7, 2, same way. Really? Buck 35, 135, 5, 5, 135, 5, 5, 135, 132, 132, 2, 2, gonna be 140, 32, 2, 2, 132, gonna be 125, 125, 120, 120 here, and then gonna be 110, 10, and then gonna be 12 and a half, and then gonna be 112 and a half, 110, then gonna be 112 and a half, 110 gonna be 12 and a half. 10, 12 and a half, 15, I'm going to be 117 and a half, going to be 117 and a half, going to be 117 and a half, 16, 17, 118, 119, going to be 120, going to be 121, going to be 122, 22, going to be 122, going to be 123. Now 4, now 5, now 6 here, and then I'm going to be 26 here, and going to be 127, then I'm going to be 128, 18, then I'm going to be 129, 99, going to be 30, now 30, now 30 here, and 129, going to be 130, 129, going to be 30. You're doing that, 31, 1, 1, sold her to you, 130 your way, put it on, 2 buy, 3X. Here we go. Here's a gonna be 132. 132, 2, 2. 132. Gonna be 128. Gonna be 128, 8, 125. 120. 122, 122, 2, 2, let me give you 120, let me give you 122, 120, 120, 120, 120, 120, thank you, now 121, let me give you 121, 122, 2, 2, gonna be 122, now 3, now 4, now 5, here, gonna be 126, here, gonna be 127, gonna be 128, let me give you 129, gonna be 130, 131, 132, 2, 2, let me give you 133, gonna be 134, gonna be 135, 6 here, gonna be 136 here, 35, 6, sold her to you 135, put it on 203 on 3. Who knows? Blended right in. Little heifer. Here you go, Blake. Is she 800 pounds? 7? 660. Let's see what she weighs, guys. Denise says 7. You're closest, Denise. Look at that. Yeah. You get an ice cream cone on your way out, Denise. Do you like ice cream? You can gift it. You can gift that ice cream cone to somebody if you want. Bud would never say no to an ice cream cone, would he? No. Not Denise's. You haven't had Denise's. Buck 20 here. $1. $1 here. $1 there and 2.5. 7.5, 10, 12 and a half, gonna be 15, gonna be 17 and a half, gonna be 120, gonna be 22 and a half, gonna be 125, half, here, gonna be 130, 2 and a half, 35, 37 and a half, gonna be 40 here, gonna be 142 and a half, gonna be 145, 47 and a half, 50, 152 and a half, 155, gonna be 155, 55, gonna be 157 and a half, 57 and a half, 55, gonna be 6, 156, 55, gonna be 156, all in all done, 155, 260, 155, 60. Hey, 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 here we go again. Here, gonna be 5, 132, 2, 2, gonna be 132, gonna be 132. Gonna be 132, 132, 125, 125. Gonna be 125. What is gonna be 125, 5, buck 20, buck 10, $1 here. Gonna be 1. Take another look at her. She'll work. $1 here, gonna be 1. Oh, I see a little something down there. $1 here, gonna be 1. Who'd have been $1, not 2.5. $1 here, gonna be 2.5. Gonna be 2, gonna be 1 2.5. Gonna be 1.5. 5, gonna be 107.5. 107.5. Gonna be 1.5. Gonna be 107.5. Gonna be 110. 12.5. 110. Gonna be 12 here, and it'll be 13. Gonna be 114. 15. 16. 17. Gonna be 18. 119. 120. Now 1. Now 2 here, and gonna be 3. 3. Gonna be 4. 4. Gonna be 125. 26 here, and gonna be 127. 8. 129. 30. 131. Gonna be 131. Gonna be 132. 2. 3. Gonna be 134. Who'll be 133. Now 4. Sold her 133. 203. Buy 4. She had a little extra gristle. Buck 32. Gonna be 1. Gonna be 132. Gonna be 132. 2. 2. Who'd have been 132. 132, 125, gonna be 125, 5, gonna be 125, gonna be buck 20, 110, 10, 10, gonna be 12 and a half, then gonna be 112 and a half, then gonna be 12 and a half, 110, gonna be 112 and a half, gonna be 112 and a half, 115, 17 and a half, 16, 17, 118, gonna be 119, gonna be 20, gonna be 21, gonna be 122, 3, 3, gonna be 124, now 5, now 6, now 127, gonna be 128, gonna be 129, 99, gonna be 130, now 131, gonna be 132, 2, gonna be 133, gonna be 134, gonna be 135, 34, gonna be 135, 5, 5, sold her 134, 2, 3 on 3. Buck 45, 1 for gonna be 145, 5, 145, 142, 142, 1 gonna be 142, 2, 2, gonna be 130, gonna be 138, 8, gonna be 138, 139, 138 now 9, gonna be 139, 139 gonna be 140 here, and then gonna be 141, 1, gonna be 2, 2, gonna be 2, now 3, now 3, 143, then gonna be 144, 4, 4, gonna be 143 and a half, gonna be 144, then gonna be 144, 4, 4, 43 and a half, 4, sold her to you, 143 and a half, 7 on straight, 7 on straight. Oh, you know the drill. I'm gonna say 600. Oh, way off. Where's she hiding all that weight? In the bones, yeah. 65, 50 cents here. 35, 37 and a half, 40, 44, 40, 42 and a half, 40, 42 and a half. Sold it to you 42, 3 on 4. Buck 10 here. Gonna be 110. Gonna be 110, 110, 110. Gonna be $1. $1 half. $1 here. Gonna be 102 and a half. $1 here. Gonna be 102 and a half. Gonna be 102, 22. Gonna be 102, 103. 103, 3. Gonna be 103. Gonna be 104. Gonna be 5, 5, 5. Gonna be 105, 5, 5. 107. 108, 109. 109, 99. Gonna be 110, 11. 111 here, gonna be 112, 113, gonna be 113, gonna be 114, 115 here, gonna be 115, who do we 15, 116, 118, 119 here, gonna be 119, gonna be 120, now 121, 121, 1, gonna be 122, 22, gonna be 121, 122, sold her to you 121, 203 by 4x. $1 here, one. Limit gonna be one. What is the limit gonna be one? Two to be 85. The limit gonna be 85. 87 and a half. 85. The limit gonna be 87 and a half. 85. 87 and a half. 87. 90 here. Gonna be 92 and a half. The limit gonna be 92 and a half. Gonna be 95. Gonna be 97 and a half. Gonna be 97 and a half here. Gonna be $1 now. One. Out 2 and a half. One of the limit gonna be 102 and a half. Gonna be 105. 5. Half, gonna be 110, gonna be 112 and a half, 112 and a half, 115, 17 and a half, gonna be 120, gonna be 120, 20, gonna be 122 and a half, gonna be 125, 5, gonna be 127 and a half, 130, 132 and a half, gonna be 135, 5, gonna be 137 and a half, gonna be 140, gonna be 142 and a half, gonna be 145, 142 and a half, 145, all in, all done, 142 and a half, 203 on, is that a 3, 203 on 3. Big Guernsey. Is it a red hole? Buck 45. 145, 145, 5, 145, 5, 145, 5, 145, 45, 142, 143, 143, 33, 40, 143, 142, 143, 144, 44, 145, 5, at 145, 44, 145, 5, 44, 145, Solder 144, 7 on 2, 144, 7 by 2. Uh-oh. Buck 20. Buck 20 here. 120. What did it be? 120. I'm going to be 120, 120. Who did it be? 20, 20, 20. Let me be 120. Let me be 120. What did it be? 120, 110, 10, 10, $1. $1. $1.85. 85, 85, 87 and a half. 87, let me be 87 and a half. 87 and a half. 85, 86. 87, 88. 88, 89, 90 here, then I'm going to be 91, going to be 92, going to be 93, going to be 94, going to be 95, 96 here, going to be 97, going to be 98, going to be 99, $1, 101, $1, 101, sold it to you, $1, 203 on 4. No, it's right there. It's on the old scale. Buck 35, be 135 with 130, it'll be 135, 5, 5, then it'll be 135, 135, 5, 5, then it'll be 130, it'll be 120, 122 and a half. Here, then it'll be 120, it'll be 122, then it'll be 120, here to be 122 and a half, gonna be 125, 5, it'll be 127 and a half, here, 7 and a half, 130, 131, 131, 132, 22, gonna be 133, gonna be 134, 4, 4, gonna be 135, 136 here, gonna be 137, 138, then 139, gonna be 140, now 1, now 141, then gonna be 141, 1, sold her to you 140, put it on to 7 on 2. Now I caught wind of that. That's not fun. That's not fun. Coming at you. Yeah, it did. Buck 48 here. 140, then gonna be 148, then gonna be 148. 140, then gonna be 147, then gonna be 145, 5, 5, then gonna be 145, 145, 142, then gonna be 142, 2, 2, then gonna be 142, 2, gonna be 142. Hey, come on, let's keep her spinning here. 142, gonna be 142. I guess so. 2, 2, 2, gonna be 135, 135, 132, 125, 5, 5, gonna be 125, gonna be 120, gonna be 120, 20, gonna be 120, 110, 110, 10, 10, $1 here, gonna be 2 to hand, gonna be 102 to hand, gonna be 101, 102, 104, gonna be 105, 5, 5, gonna be 105, gonna be 106 here, gonna be 107, gonna be 107, gonna be 108, 109 here, gonna be 109, 110, 111, 112, gonna be 130. 114, 115, 116, 117, gonna be 118, 119, 120. Now 122, gonna be 123, gonna be 124, gonna be 125, 6 here, gonna be 127, gonna be 128, 129, gonna be 130, 131, 132, 133, gonna be 134, 135, 36 here, 37. 136 here, gonna be 137, 138, 139, 138 gonna be 139. All in, all done. 138 your way. 31. 138, 31. Still lingering, I think. Buck 120. How many we got left? 85. Look at be 85 cents on it. It'll be 85. That'll be 65. 65. 50. 50 here, and 50 here, that'll make it be, yes, 50, now 52 and a half, 50, gonna be 55, that'll make it be 50, that'll be 55, 55, it'll be 55, now 57 and a half, 60 here, and that'll make it be 52 and a half, it'll be 35, 35, 35, 35, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, it'll be 70 here, that'll make it be 70 and a half, 75, 75, gonna be 77 and a half, 75, that'll be 77 and a half, gonna be 80, that'll make it be 80, now 82 and a half, gonna be 80, that'll make it be 85, gonna be 87 and a half, now 90, now 92 and a half, 95, gonna be 97 and a half, who do we want, gonna be 2 and a half, gonna be 102, gonna be 105, who do we 7 and a half, here, gonna be 10, gonna be 12 and a half, 1 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, 117 and a half, that'll make it be 115, gonna be 117 and a half, 120, that'll make it be 122 and a half, 120, that'll make it be 122 and a half, half, sold her 120, your way, 203 by 4, X. Ooh, buck 20 here, 120, it'll be 120, it'll be 120, 120, it'll be 10, 110, 110, 10, 10, it'll be $1 here, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 65. How about 50? Now 52 and a half, it'll be 52 and a half, 52 and a half, it'll make it be 52 and a half, it'll be 55, 55, 55, 57 and a half, 57 and a half, gonna be 60 here, gonna be 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 30 here, 31, 32, 32, gonna be 33, 34, 35, 66, 67 here, gonna be 38, 39, 99, gonna be 70 here, gonna be 71, gonna be 72, 73, 73, 4, gonna be 75, 76 here, 77, gonna be 78, 79, now 80, 81, 82, 83, 33, gonna be 84, gonna be 85, 86 here, 87, 88 here, gonna be 89, now 90 here, and then gonna be 91, gonna be 91, 11, 92, gonna be 93, gonna be 94, 96 here, 97, 98, 99, $1, 101, that'll make it be 102, 22, gonna be 103, 103, 3, gonna be 104, 105, 55, gonna be 6, 7, 108, 109, 109, 110. Here, gonna be 111, 112, gonna be 113, gonna be 114, 115. Here, gonna be 116, 117, gonna be 117, gonna be 118, 119, 120, 121, gonna be 122, 22, gonna be 123, gonna be 124, 125, 26 here, 127, gonna be 128, 129, 130. Now 1, now 2, now 131, gonna be 132, 22, sold her 131, put it on 203 by 3X. Buck 40. Gonna be 142. Let's get her moving here. Let's get her going. Buck 35. Gonna be 135. 35. 5. Gonna be 110. 110, 10, 10, and then it'll make it be 110, it'll be 110, and then it'll make it be 10, 10, and it'll make it be $1. $1, 80, 87 and a half, and then it'll make it be 87, and then it'll make it be 87 and a half. 87, then it'll make it be 87 and a half, and then it'll make it be 85, then it'll make it be 87 and a half, 87 and a half, 86 here, you're gonna be 87, 88. 88 here, gonna be 88, gonna be 89 and 90. 90 here, gonna be 91, gonna be 92, 22, gonna be 93, gonna be 94, gonna be 95, 96 here, gonna be 97, 98, 99, $1. Now 101, gonna be 102, 102, 103, 104, 104, gonna be 105, 6 here, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110. 110, gonna be 111, gonna be 112, gonna be 12, 12, that'll make it be 113, gonna be 114, that'll make it be 15 here, gonna be 116, 117, 118, that'll make it be 119, gonna be 120, gonna be 1, 2, 2, 2, gonna be 123, gonna be 124, 5, 6 here, gonna be 127, 8, now 9, 130, that'll make it be 131, 130 here, gonna be 131, 1, 1, sold her 130, put it on 203 on 4, 203 on 4. Welcome in over there. Buck 20. Buck 20 here. Let me give you 120. Let me give you 120. Let me do 120. 110. 110, 12 and a half. 110, let me give you 112 and a half. Let me give you 12 and a half. Give you 115, 17 and a half. 120, and 122, then it'll make you 121, gonna be 121, 122, it'll make you 123, it'll make you 124, gonna be 125, now 5, now 6 here, it'll make you 127, it'll make you 127, gonna be 128, gonna be 129 here, gonna be 129, gonna be 131, 132, 133, it'll make you 133, 33, gonna be 33, gonna be 134, gonna be 135, 5, 5, it'll be 135, 135, 134, 5, sold her 134, put it on 31, 134, 31. 85, it'll give you 85, 85, 85, now 87 and a half, it'll give you 85, it'll give you 87 and a half, it'll give you 85, give you 87 and a half, now 90, now 92, 90, it'll give you 92 and a half, 91, 92, 93 here, it'll be 94, gonna be 95, 96 here, 97, gonna be 98, 99, $1, now 101, it'll give you 102, it'll be 103, gonna be 104, gonna be 105, 106 here, gonna be 107, 107, 107, gonna be 108 over here, 107, 108, 107, 108, sold her 107, your way 203 by 3x. 135, 135, 135, 5, 5, give me 135, 120, 120 here, then give me 122 to hand, give me 122 to half, give me 122 to half, 125, 127 and a half, 127 and a half, give me 125. What are you thinking? Buck 50. How about 45? 145. 42, then it's going to be 143, going to be 144, 44, who'd have been 144, 143, going to be 144, all in, all done. Sold her to you 143, put it on 260. This'll work for you here. 130, 130, 130, then it's gonna be 125, 5, 5, then it's gonna be 125, 120, 120 here, then maybe 120, then it's gonna be 120, 110, 10, 10, 112 and a half, then 12 and a half here, 110, then it'll be 112 and a half, 110, then it'll be 12 and a half, gonna be 115. 17 and a half, 117 and a half, she's fast, 117 and a half, 16, 17, 118, then it'll be 119, then it'll be 119, 118, gonna be 119, 120, 120 now, 120, then it'll be 122, gonna be 123, 124, gonna be 125, 60, gonna be 126, 129, gonna be 131, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, gonna be 133, 132 down 3, 132 now, 3, 3, 3, sold her 132, 203 by 3, 203 on 3, here we go. Buck 50, 150 here. Little bit, gonna be 150, 50, 50, gonna be 135, 135, 135, gonna be 136 here, 137, then 38, 88, who'd have been 139, gonna be 140, 141, then who'd have been 142, 22, gonna be 142, 41, then 142, sold her 141, 7 on straight, 141, 7. Probably 20, 19. Buck 20 here. It'll be 120. It'll be 120, 120, 110. 112 and a half. It'll be 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 112 and a half here. 110, gonna be 11, 112. 113, it'll be 114, gonna be 15, 116, 117, gonna be 118, 119 here, gonna be 120. How 121, gonna be 122, gonna be 122, 22, 121, gonna be 122, sold her 121, 2, 4x. How about 110 here? 110. Gonna be 110, 110, gonna be 110, 105. Now 7.5. How about $1? 85, 87 and a half. 90, 92 and a half, then a little bit again, 92 and a half, gonna be 95, who'd have been 97 and a half, here, gonna be 97 and a half, gonna be 1, now 2 and a half, now 1, gonna be 101, gonna be 102, 22, gonna be 103, who'd have been 104, gonna be 105, 106 here, gonna be 107, gonna be 108, 109 here, gonna be 110, and 11, 111 here, gonna be 112, 12, 12, 111 here, gonna be 12, 12, 12, 112, solder 111, 203 on 4, 203 on 4. Buck 45, another hit, another bit, like maybe 146 here, and then I'm gonna be 145, and then I'm gonna be 1 down, then I'm gonna be 146 here, 145 and 6 here, and then I'm gonna be 146 here, solder to you 145, put it on 7 straight. Buck 40, 140, 140, 40, 140, 140 here, and then I'm gonna be 138, 138, 88, and then I'm gonna be 135, 5, and then I'm gonna be 135, 5, who'd have been 135, 135, 130, 1, I'm gonna be 125, 5, who'd have been 125, 5, 120, 120, 110, 110, 110, 110, $1 here, and then I'm gonna be 1. Let's see her around here. What's wrong with her? Big bag up there. How about 85 here? And then I'm gonna be 85, 85, 85, 65 here. And then I'm gonna be 85, 55, 50 cents, 50, 50, 50 right there. Now 52 and a half. And I'm gonna be 52 and a half. What do you call that? A hernia on the bag? Then I'm gonna be 52 and a half. And I'm gonna be 85. Gonna be 57 and a half. 57 and a half. Gonna be 30 here. 32 and a half. Now 62 and a half. Gonna be 35. 37 and a half. Now 67 and a half. Gonna be 70 here. Gonna be 72 and a half. Half. Gonna be 72 and a half. 72 and a half. Gonna be 75. 77 and a half. Now 77 and a half. Gonna be 80. And then gonna be 81, gonna be 82, then gonna be 83, then gonna be 83, gonna be 84, gonna be 85, gonna be 86 here, 85, gonna be 86 here, 85, 85, 203 by 4, 203 on 6, 203 on 6. Buck 45, 142, 2, 143, 40, 143, 3, 42, 43, 142, 3, 142, then gonna be 143, 3, then gonna be here, and then 143, 3, 143, gonna be 144 here, and then gonna be 144, gonna be 145, 145, 44, 5, for 144, put it on 7, 2, 144, 7 on 2. Buck 42, 142, 2, 2, then gonna be 42. 142, 2, 2, then gonna be 135, 5, 5, how about 132? 132, 2, 2, then gonna be 132, 2, 2, 25, 125, now 7.5, 125, then gonna be 127 and a half. Gonna be 127 and a half, gonna be 130, 130, now 1, now 132, 2, 2, then gonna be 132, 2, 2, gonna be 133, 3, 3, gonna be 135, gonna be 136 here, gonna be 137, 138, 139, gonna be 139, 99, gonna be 140 here, and then gonna be 140, 139, gonna be 140, sold her to you, 139, 203 on 3, did you say 3? Buck 20 here, gonna be 110, 110, 10, 10, 10, 10, and then I'm gonna be 110, then I'm gonna be 110, 112 and a half, 112 and a half, and then I'm gonna be 112 and a half here, and it'll be 12 and a half, gonna be 115, gonna be 117 and a half, 120, 122 and a half. Buck 42. Now 1. Now 40. Gonna be 141, 1, 1, 140. Gonna be 141, 1, 1. Gonna be 141, 141. Sold her to you 140. Put it on 203 by 203 on 7. He was supposed to bid again, right? He was supposed to bid again. Buck 35. Gonna be 135. 136 here, 35, then I'm gonna be 130 here, 35, gonna be 136, 139, I'm gonna be 136 here, gonna be 137, I'm gonna be 777, gonna be 138 here, and 139, 140, 140, then I'm gonna be 142, 22, then I'm gonna do 143, gonna be 144, 44, 43, 44, sold her to you 143, put it on 7.2, did you say? 7.2. here. $1.50. 150 here. Gonna be 150, 50, 50. Gonna be 150. Gonna be 150. Gonna be 150, 150, 150. 148, 149. Gonna be 149, 99, 40. Gonna be 149, 940. Gonna be 149 here. Gonna be 48 and 49. Sold it to you 148, 7. Where do you think that one came from, bud? Same place I've been bragging about all day. Yeah, they've been sending a lot of good ones. $1.42. Be 142. Be 142. 38. 138. 139. Be 138. Be 139. 140 here. Be 140. 40. 40. 141. 142. 142. Be 143. 33. 144. Going to be 145. 5. Going to be 144. And 145. 144 5. All in, all done. 144. Put it on 7-2. 7-2. Don't let her catch up to you. She's hunting around. $1.32. 132. Then look at 133. 330. Look at 133. 132. 3. Now 134. Then look at 135. 136 here. Gonna be 137. 138 over here. 139. 99. Gonna be look at here. Gonna be 141. 142. 142. Now and a hand. Gonna be 142. Then look at 142. 2. 41 and a hand. Gonna be 142. 2. Sold her to you 141 and a half. 7-2. 141 and a half. 7-2. $1.20. $1.20 here. 120. Look at 120. 120. 110. 10. 10. Who did it? Be 110. 110. 112 and a half. 12 and a half, 110 here, let me be 112 and a half, let me be 112 and a half, 112 and a half, 115, 117 and a half, 117 and a half, gonna be 120, now 120, let me be 122 and a half, gonna be 122 and a half, gonna be 121, gonna be 122, now 3, 3, gonna be 124, gonna be 125, 5, 5, 5, gonna be 126 here, gonna be 127, 128, 129, 129 here, 128, gonna be 129, 99, 128, gonna be 129, 130 here, gonna be 131, and 130, let me be 131, 1, who to be 131 here, 131, sold her 130 on 130 on 31. How about 65 here? Let me be 55. Let me be 50. 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 50. 50. Now 52 and a half. 50 here. Now 52 and a half. Gonna be 50 and a half. 50 here. 52 and a half. Gonna be 55. 5. Gonna be 57 and a half. 57 and a half. 57 and a half. 55. 57 and a half. 50. Now 60. 62 and a half. Gonna be 52 and a half. 51. Gonna be 52. 22. Gonna be 53. Now 54. 65. 66. 67. Now 68. Gonna be 69. Now 70 here. Gonna be 71. Gonna be 72. 73. Gonna be 74. 75. 5. 5. 5. 76 here. 77. Now 77 here. Gonna make a hood of 77. 76 here. 77. 78. Now 79. 79 here. Gonna make a hood of 79. Gonna be 80 here. No 81. Gonna be 81. Gonna be 81. 82. 83. 83. 33. Gonna be 84. Gonna be 85, gonna be 86 here, gonna be 87, 77, gonna be 87, 88, 89, 89 and 90, 91, 90, 91, 92, 22, gonna be 93, gonna be 94, gonna be 95, 5, 96 here, gonna be 97, gonna be 97, 97, 98, 99, 99, $1 here, gonna be 101, 101, 101, gonna be 102, 22, gonna be 103, gonna be 103, 33, gonna be 103, 104, now 105, 105, gonna be 105, 6 here, gonna be 107, gonna be 107, gonna be 108, 109, 99, 99, who to be 10, 10, 10, 111, 111 here, gonna be 112, 111, 112, solar 111, 203 on 4X, 203 on 4X. $0.50. How about 65? Then we're gonna be 65, 65. Little milk cow there. 5 here, I'm gonna give you 50 cents on it, and then I'm gonna give you 52 and a half, 50 here, and then I'm gonna give you 52 and a half, 50 here, I'm gonna be 52 and a half, 50, then I'm gonna be 52 and a half, and I'm gonna be 52, 52, I'm gonna be 53, then I'm gonna be 53, 50, 54, 55, 56, 57, 50, and then I'm gonna be 58, 88, 59, 99, 59, gonna be 60 here, and 59, 60, sold her 59, 203 on 4. Buck 35 here. It'll be 110, 10. It'll be 110. It'll be $1. $1 here. It'll be 1, 85, 85. It'll be 85, 5. I'm gonna be 85, 65, 65. And then it'll be 85. Gonna be 50, 35, 35, 5. I'm gonna be 35, 20. Now 22 and a half. Now 20 here. It'll be 22 and a half. 21, 22, 23, 23. Gonna be 25, 5, I'm gonna be 25, 24, 25, 5, 26 here, gonna be 27 here, 7. Now 28, gonna be 29, 9, 9, gonna be 29, 28, gonna be 29, 30, 31, 30, 31, 1, 1, gonna be 32, 33 here, gonna be 33, 32, 33, 34, gonna be 35. Now 36, 37. Sold at 36, 31, sold 36, 31. What's that? You're a little bit late on that one. I didn't see a bid. $1 here, gonna be one, gonna be one, gonna be one, gonna be 85. 85, 85, then it'll make it 85, gonna be 87 and a half, 85, then it'll make it 87 and a half, 85, then it'll be 87 and a half, 85, it'll be 87 and a half, 85, then it'll make it 87 and a half, 85, it'll be 87, it'll be 88 here, gonna be 88, 89 and 90, now 90, 91, gonna be 92, 22, gonna be 93, 94, now 94 here, gonna be 95, gonna be 96 here, 97, gonna be 98 here, gonna be 99, $1, now 101, gonna be 102, gonna be 103, gonna be 104, gonna be 104, 55, gonna be 106 here, now 107, then gonna be 106 here, sold her to you, 106, 203 on 4X. Not too shabby on this one. 30, 130 here, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 125, 125, buck 20 here, gonna be 120, 20, 20, gonna be 110, 10, 10, gonna be 110 and 12 and a half, 110 gonna be 12 and a half, 110 gonna be 12 and a half, half, gonna be 12 and a half, in here gonna be 12 and a half, 7, 112, 113, then gonna be 13, who'd have been 14 here, gonna be 115, 115, gonna be 116, 117, who'd have been 17, 117, 118, 119, 119. 120 and 120, and then gonna be 121, 11, who'd be 122, gonna be 123, 33, gonna be 123, and 124, 125, 6 here, gonna be 127, gonna be 128, 129, gonna be 129, and 9, who'd be 30, and 131. 131, 2, and 131 going to be 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 32, 33, 134 going to be 135, 5, 5, 136 here, 137 going to be 137, 137 here going to be 138, 139, 140, 140 here going to be 140, 40, 40, 40. You bought her 139, put it on 203, buy 3X. $65, 65 cents on it, look at be 50, look at be 50, 50, 35, 35, 5, 20, 20, 20, who'd be doing, look at be 20, look at be 20, 20, 20, gonna be 10, 12 and a half, gonna be 17 and a half, who'd be 20, 20, 20, gonna be 22 and a half, now 25, now 27 and a half, gonna be 30, now 32 and a half, gonna be 35, gonna be 32 and 35, gonna be 37 and a half, gonna be 40, 40, 40, 40, and 42 and a half, going to be 45, 5, going to be 47 and a half, going to be 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, and 52 and a half, 55, 57 and a half, now 60, now 60 here, going to be 32 and a half, 35, 35, 35, 35, 37 and a half, going to be 70 here, and going to be 72 and a half, 75, 75, 75, 5, 5, 72 and a half, going to be 75, 5, 5, you're out over here, 72 and a half, 75, sold it to you, 72 and a half, put it on 234, 234. Really? One more look here, one more look. 50 cents here, could be 50, 50, 50, could be 35 cents on it, could be 35, 25, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, right there, and then 22 and a half, 22 and a half, 20 here, gonna be 22 and a half, gonna be 25, now 25, 25, gonna be 27 and a half, gonna be 30, gonna be 30, gonna be 30, 27 and a half, gonna be 30, 30, 27 and a half, 28, now 29, now 30, now 31, gonna be 32, 31, gonna be 32, 33, gonna be 34, gonna be 35, 36 here, gonna be 37, 38, 39, gonna be 40, and 41, 42, 43, gonna be 44, gonna be 45, 46 here, gonna be 47, gonna be 47, 48, over here 49, now 50, now 51, gonna be 52, 51, gonna be 52, gonna be 53, gonna be 54, gonna be 55, 56 here, gonna be 57, 57, 77, 56, 57, you bought her 56, put it on 2 or 3 on 4. Denise says that should be the last one. Thank you, everybody. We'll catch you back in here for the feeder sale on Saturday. The last cow. Denise says that's the last one.